Welcome to Pharma Stability Series. If you want to understand stability studies in a simple, practical, and regulatory-focused way, you are in the right place. In this video, we will break down a key stability topic step by step, including its scientific basis, regulatory importance, and common industry expectations. So let's get started.
You know, when you see a date on a pharmaceutical ingredient, it's super easy to think, oh, that's the expiration date. I mean, it makes sense, right? But what if I told you it's usually not? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the retest date. And trust me, it's not an ending. It's the result of a really fascinating scientific investigation. Okay, so let's get this sorted out right from the start. A retest date is absolutely not an expiry date. An expiry date on, say, a bottle of pills means do not use. It's a hard stop. But a retest date on an ingredient, that's more like a calendar reminder for the manufacturer that says, hey, it's time to double-check the quality here. It's a checkpoint, not a cliff edge. So how in the world do they come up with this date? Well, it all starts with building a rock-solid case. And the foundation of that entire case? It's pure, hard data, all gathered through what's called stability evidence. At the heart of it all is the API stability study. Think of it like this. Scientists take the ingredient, put it into a perfectly controlled environment, we're talking precise temperature, humidity, and light, and then they test it over and over again at specific times. This study is what kicks off the whole investigation, generating all the raw data we need. And what exactly are they looking for? Oh, it's the whole shebang. They're checking its potency to make sure it's still strong enough, hunting for any new impurities, measuring the moisture, and even just looking at it to see if its appearance has changed. Every single test gives them another crucial piece of the puzzle.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Just passing all these tests every time they check, well, that's not enough. The real story, the thing that quality experts are laser focused on, isn't just the result. It's the trend that the results show over time.
So let's say an ingredient passes all its tests at 3 months, 6 months, and even a year. That means it gets a super long retest date, right? It's totally stable. Or is it? The answer might surprise you. And the answer is not necessarily. See, just passing the test is literally the bare minimum. The crucial detail, the real story, is in how it's passing those tests. Just look at these two scenarios right here. In both cases, the API is staying within the acceptable limits for impurities. But look closer. The one on the left, it's flat, rock solid, no change. Now look at the one on the right. See how the impurities are creeping up? Slowly, but consistently. It's still passing the test for now, but you can see it's on a path to eventually fail. That upward trend is a massive red flag. And this, right here, is the key takeaway. Trend behavior is the #1 driver. Quality teams aren't just checking a box. They're basically fortune tellers, using data to forecast the future. An upward trend, even a tiny one, predicts a future problem, and that's definitely going to lead to a shorter retest date. But believe it or not, the chemistry of the API itself is only part of the story. To get the full picture, you have to zoom out and look at the world around it. The context here is absolutely critical. And there are 3 huge factors that create this context. First, the storage conditions have to be perfect because that retest date is only valid if it's stored exactly right. Second, the packaging has to be like a fortress, protecting it from the outside world. And finally, and this is a big one, you have to prove the stability across multiple batches, not just one lucky perfect batch.
I mean, let's talk about packaging for a second. It's so much more than just a bag or a drum. It's a high-tech protective barrier. A company could have the most stable ingredient in the world, but if they put it in cheap, flimsy packaging, that one decision could slash the retest period right down.
Okay, so after all the tests are done, the trends are analyzed, and the context is reviewed, we finally arrived at the last stage, the final verdict. This is where all that evidence gets compiled and presented for judgment. And the judges, in this case, the regulators, are seriously tough. They do not care about feelings or assumptions. You can't just walk in and say, well, it seems pretty stable. No way. You have to prove it with a mountain of clear, undeniable data. Anything less is getting thrown right out.
This really brings us to a fork in the road. There's the right way to do this, where the retest date is treated as what it is, a scientific conclusion based on hard evidence. And then there's the risky way, where companies try to use it as a marketing tool, pushing for a longer date just because they want one. That path, it's a shortcut to rejected batches and serious regulatory trouble.
So, if there's one thing to remember, it's this.
An API doesn't just get a retest date. It earns it. It earns it through controlled studies, deep analysis of trends, and bulletproof paperwork that proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that it has earned the right to have that date.
So the next time you happen to see a retest date on something, don't just see a date. See the whole investigation behind it. See the story of chemistry, of data, and of intense scrutiny. It's proof of a process designed to keep us safe. Now, what story do you think is hiding behind the next date you see?
If this helped, like and subscribe.